You've done everything you can to prepare for the Duolingo English test. You're ready to go. It's test day, and you're going to hit that record button. But there are physical challenges that come up, and we forgot to review the test guide. And having these things happen during the test can invalidate your score after you've taken it, and you won't know until later. So it's very frustrating. And these are the distractions. Let's call these the 7 test killers. You ready? Let's do this. Number 1, background noise. You've settled down for the test, you're all ready to go, and your neighbor decides that it's time for rock band practice.
Hey, can you be quiet? I'm trying to take a test.
Your dog has chosen this exact moment to express his angst through incessant barking. Believe me on this, the proctor of the exam is not a real big fan of your neighbor's debut album or your dog's cry for help because he's hungry. Keep it quiet or risk having your test flagged and invalidated. Number 2, poor lighting. The mood, the ambience, the soft lighting, perfect for Netflix, but not for the Duolingo English test, apparently. If you're sitting there like a shadowy figure in a noir film, don't be surprised if your test gets invalidated. The proctor needs to see you, not just your silhouette. So unless you're aiming for the most mysterious test taker of the year, crank up the lighting. Number 3, unstable internet connection. Not a good one. We don't want this to happen. You're doing great. You're getting all the right answers. Words are flowing. You're nailing the test. And then suddenly, the screen freezes. That spinning hourglass of doom appears, and your heart drops. You know, an unstable internet connection is the modern equivalent of what we used to say when my dog ate my homework. Only this time, the excuse won't fly. There's a no excuse policy with the DET. I understand it's frustrating, so just double check your Wi-Fi and make sure your router's not on a coffee break. Number 4, taking the test from a small laptop with a small screen. Congratulations, you've decided to take an international language test on a screen the size of a postage stamp. What could possibly go wrong? Well, everything. During the actual Duolingo English test, the font and the photos are actually quite small. So squinting and poking your head too close to the camera isn't going to help. In fact, it will most likely get your test flagged. Do yourself a favor, use a computer with a larger screen so it doesn't look like you're leaning in and trying to decipher something. Bigger is definitely better here. Number 5, a poor microphone. Your big moment has arrived. It's time to show off those language skills.
But instead of sounding clear and confident, your voice is coming through like you're talking through a megaphone.
If the test or proctor can't hear you clearly, then yep, we could get flagged again for that. So before you start, just make sure that your microphone is not auditioning for a role in a bad radio drama.
In 1921, radio fans were all earphones.
Speak up, make sure you're heard loud and clear. Number 6, fidgeting around in your chair and moving a lot when you take the test, because we need to move in order to think about our answers for the questions. We all do it, but when you're taking the Duolingo English test, your chair is not a merry-go-round. Excessive movement can cause your face to go off screen, and that's a big no-no. The proctor needs to keep an eye on you at all times, so if you're shifting and rocking, don't be surprised if you get flagged. Sit still, keep your face in the frame, and let the software do its thing. Number 7, an unexpected person enters the room. You've done great, you've followed all the rules, you're in the zone, and suddenly your little brother walks in and shows you his latest TikTok dance, and your private test environment is not so private anymore.
What are you doing? Hey, I want to show you something. I want to show you now.
And just like that, your test is flagged. So before you start, make sure that everybody knows that you're on lockdown. A TikTok dance is fun, but not when you're trying to take the test. And there you have it. 7 test killers, or ways that your environment can throw a wrench into the Duolingo English test. Eliminate distractions, and for the love of all things fluent, don't... Good luck, everybody. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped. Don't forget to, and then beep beep, push the, and let the Wi-Fi be in your favor.